Like if I ain't never came more correct before, today is the day that I'm gonna come correct. Now I know Trav is coming. Look, I know Trav is coming correct, and y'all know I'm coming correct because I got a word from the book. I got a word from a book, so you know I'm inspired. Now listen, outlier. Number one is two definitions. Number one, something that is situated away from or classed differently from a main or related body. Let me read it again. Something that is situated from or classed differently from a main or related body. Let me tell you something. We're outliers because we're investing into crypto. Woo! We're investing into blockchain. Listen to this. Something that is situated away from or classed differently from a main or related body. They called XRP a security, but it's a currency. Woo! And they're trying to make us outliers. Where my outliers at? If I got a couple outliers in the chat box, light it up, outliers. I told y'all, man, this call right here is going to be special. Number two, the second definition, a statistical observation that is markedly different in value from the others of the sample. Listen, a statistical observation that is markedly different in value from the others of the sample. So we're outliers as crypto, as blockchain, as Web3, as DeFi investors. We are outliers because we are a statistic. We are a statistic. They didn't believe in us. They didn't believe in us.
They wasn't with us shooting in the
God
gym.
did. You know what I mean? God did. You know?
They wasn't with us shooting in the gym, bro.
Oh, wait, let me bring up Mo. Mo did.
Hey, what he said, they didn't believe in us, but the Most High did. Hey,
The Most High did.
Stop playing with us.
Stop playing. Tell them put some respect on our name.
Put some respect on the nerds, nigga.
Put some respect on the nerds. Put some respect on the nerds.
Come on, play with us. Man, what?
How you feeling, Mo?
Man, I'm feeling blessed as always, man. You know, I wake up and I enjoy my day. Hey, one thing I got to say for my family, bro. One situation is not a bad situation. You can count 5 blessings out of it. Let's go.
Woo!
Let's go.
Damn.
Go.
And I ain't even pay him to be here to say that.
Man, look, that's how I feel every day. Anything anybody going through, it's a small situation because you can count 5 blessings out of it. You can do more out of it. You can pull things out of it that make it great. Don't worry about that. We here. We blessed. Let's do it. Let's go. Nerds.
Nerds. It's a different mindset, bro. It's a different mindset over here on this call. So like I told y'all, this is Coffee and Crypto, the #1 cryptocurrency morning show where it ain't just about us, but it's about the world of crypto. I mean, if you're a part of this right here, this is something special. And I see that the numbers are still growing. Please continue to send this link out. If you're tuning in, I see everybody tuning in on YouTube. Welcome. All right, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Click that thumbs up so we know that we're doing a great job. And if you're watching this, go back and comment on the recording on YouTube as well for us, and just drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed the episode. It helps us get the episode out to more people. All right. So we're a statistical observation as crypto investors because they didn't believe in us. They didn't think that these assets had the ability to go up the way that they did. But we did. We knew it. Let's go. Let's jump into this. Let's jump into this, Travis. So what we're going to look at first, as we jump into this bullish content, what we're going to look at first is we need to go look at the state of the market. All right. We got to go look at the state of the market. Let's go look at the state of the market. So y'all already know where we go, family. We go to coinmarketcap.com. So we're going to do this thing exactly how we do it each and every single time. It's the same way. All right. So CoinMarketCap right now is showing that we're almost to 21,000 cryptocurrencies. All right. The market cap of the cryptocurrency market is $977 billion. So we're back under 1 trillion. All right. Brad Garlinghouse said, and I quote, the cryptocurrency market in the next 10 years will grow upwards a 10 to 20 trillion dollar market. So if we're at under $1 trillion, if we're at almost 1 trillion, if we're hanging around that level, if we're consolidating there, then that means that we have plenty of growth We have plenty of growth to go in these crypto markets. So people ask me, hey, Vincent, why are you more focused on crypto? Why don't you really talk about stocks? If you think I don't own stocks, you're a fool. I do own stocks, but I like crypto because it's super innovative. I like crypto because it's different. I like crypto because it makes me feel like an outlier. Let's go. So let's jump into this, right? So Bitcoin is back under 20,000, struggling. Everybody's saying it's going down to 10, 11,000. And if Bitcoin hits $10,000, I'm running up my bag right now. I'm going to get myself a full Bitcoin at 10,000. If Bitcoin goes to 10,000, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to run up my bag to my best. I don't care if I got to flip. I don't care if I got to wholesale homes. I don't care if I got to do meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. I don't care if I got to bring in another 100 students into this program to help. I don't care if I got to go back in the field and start doing events. I don't care. Whatever I have to do by any means, I'm going to make sure that my future, my family's future, and I'm talking about 5-6 generations, is completely covered. This is our part of history, right? Ethereum, $1,600, all right, up 4% over the last 7 days. All right, and as you guys can see, XRP, our favorite crypto, coming in at number 7, up 2% over the last 7 days, still struggling at that 33-cent level. And we've watched this week in and week out that XRP has been in this same spot. But you better believe that it won't stay here forever. It's just suppressed right now. They're going through a lawsuit right now. They're going through a lot of things right now. So it's accumulation season, family. How many of my people are accumulating right now? Let me know what's going on. How many of you all are accumulating right now? Is that a part of your strategy? Is that a part of your strategy? Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to shift to, I wanted to show this video, but it's kind of long. So I'm going to find the part. So y'all bear with me.
Follow that through a system of supervision so that we catch that.
It's got great opportunity. It also has potential risks too. Why would senators like Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders say supervision of crypto should be outside?
So what I need to find, I'm not gonna lie, I won't play this video yet. I'm gonna send it to myself right now. We not in a rush. If y'all chilling, just let me know y'all chilling, so I ain't gotta rush myself, right? But I want to show y'all this video, but I want to show y'all a specific clip from this video, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to send it over to my MacBook right now. I'm gonna airdrop it over to myself. And I'm going to show you guys this little section. And also going to post it. I'm going to post it today on Instagram and make a reel out of it. However, I wanted you guys to see it first. Y'all already know how we do. All right. So I'm going to pull up this video. I already got it. Drop some coffee in the chat box if y'all here with me. Drop some coffee in the chat box if y'all rocking with me right now. Let me know if everything is hot. Is everything lit and everything is hot? Let me know in the chat box.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, cool. Can y'all see the video? We good, Trav?
Yeah, I can see it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So here we go. I actually don't know where it went. All right, there it is.
Out. Okay, along comes crypto, anywhere between, on a daily valuation basis, what, a fifth and a 15th the size of the current $15 trillion banking system. And for those that are believers, they think it can compete with savings, with payments, with lending and improve efficiency. It's got great opportunity. It also has potential risks too. Why would senators like Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders say supervision of crypto should be outside the financial system, the current financial system? What's incentive?
Yeah, well, this is a very puzzling question. I've thought a lot about it, and I can only come up with 2 answers. One answer is a belief that all of us have in childhood that if you ignore something, it'll go away. And I think most of us know that that's not the way problems work. Generally, if you ignore something, they fester, they don't go away. So if that's not their thinking, the only other possible explanation I can come up with, Julia, is the idea that crypto is fundamentally about creating a more user-controlled economy. It's about the idea that you can have lending, and deposit taking that isn't intermediated by human beings, but is instead controlled by the holders of the tokens themselves. This is potentially a threat to people who believe that we need a different model for financial services in this country, a model in which the government provides the financial services, whether they be loans in the form of, for example, President Biden's recent loan forgiveness program, whether it be payments, as for example, the Fed's proposal for a central bank digital currency, or other aspects of finance. And so that's the great struggle, I think, of today's financial debate. Do we want to move in favor of a user-controlled system free from central dominance, or do we believe that fairness requires that only the government provide financial services? This will be an increasingly major part of the debate over the next 4 years.
So what's happening, okay, is there's interoperability happening within our banking system, and it's well needed. All right, it's well needed. Now, if we continue pushing forward, all right, with this narrative, all right, I have a video to show right after that one that is pretty hot. Let me see if I can find it. This one actually right here. All right, so I'm gonna play this video for you guys real quick.
Kicking off in mid-September, I want to particularly thank you, the early adopters, for the important investments you're making to prepare for the day when the FedNow service goes live. Thank you, the early adopters, for the important investments you're making to prepare for the day when the FedNow service goes live. Together, we'll be ready to launch the FedNow service between May and July of 2023, bringing this innovative core instant payments infrastructure to financial institutions of every size across America.
So I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. You know, I'm not gonna go too deep on that. And the reason being is this, family. We know what's coming. And like she said, she's thanking the current customers of being early adopters, and they're the ones that's going to be rewarded. These banks, these institutions, that's why you think JP Morgan Chase, why do you think of all the biggest banks in the world, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they're all focused on getting in now because they understand that they will be rewarded later, or they'll really be rewarded immediately. It's not even going to be later. They're going to be rewarded immediately because they're going to turn the switch, right? So I got a couple of things to show you guys, and I have something that I want to tell you all. If you're part of the Vincent Owens Group, all right, how many people love HBAR? Let me know. How many people love HBAR? If you're part of the VOG, if you're part of the Vincent Owens Group, if you've been investing into HBAR, y'all seen what I dropped yesterday. I'm staying transparent with mine. We're riding it. We riding the wave, right? HBAR all day. Who rocking with HBAR?
HBAR dev.
Awesome. So now, all right, we spent the hours last night to make sure that we know how to safely and securely send our HBAR to our HashPack accounts. All right, and now we are staking HBAR. So if you're ready to learn how to stake your HBAR, if you're ready to take that to the next level, all right, go ahead and drop some coffee emojis in the chat box. If you're ready to start staking your HBAR, drop some coffee emojis in the chat box. Let's go. Let's go. Right? Who's ready for that? And if you're already doing it, congratulations. All right, congratulations. But but we figured it out. We got it together. We had to do the research last night, and everything is working for me. I put a little bit in. I'm gonna add the rest, but I started with a little bit just to make sure that everything got over properly, and it's happening now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna host a call. It's gonna be a call. We'll have a flyer out. We're gonna promote this call. All right, for people who have HBAR, no matter if they're on Twitter, no matter if you're on YouTube and you need help, all right, this will be a master class on HBAR. All right, we're not just going to talk about the staking, but we're going to give a full deep dive on HEDERA HashGraph. You guys need to understand that HEDERA HashGraph is not blockchain. Some people didn't know that. It's not even a blockchain. It's a hash graph. So let's deep dive into this together. If you're a part of the Vincent Owens Group, that will be a free call for you. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for being here. You don't have to worry about it. If you're not a part of the Vincent Owens Group, by the time that call starts, all right, there will be a charge and you will get the recording. All right, I believe the charge will be about $99 to teach you about HBAR, deep dive into it, and also help you. All right, we'll be dropping the link for that. If you're interested in that, look, look, whether you're interested or not, I'm interested and we doing it. You know what I mean? So if you're interested and you want to do that, go ahead and drop some sevens in the chat box. If that's something, you know, if you feel like $99 or being a part of the VOG is something that is worth it and it's worth your time, drop some 777s in the chat box and let's get this thing rolling, family. I appreciate you guys. Now, what we're going to talk about now, okay, what we're going to deep dive into now, okay, is going to be, all right, this right here. Okay, I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys this document. I was deep diving yesterday. I was in the super rabbit hole yesterday, y'all. I ain't gonna play to y'all. This just came out. I need some coffees in the chat box. This came out September 7th, 2022. I told, listen, there ain't many places you're gonna go and just get it hot off the press like this. Like this right here is hot. Now, this document is from the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, right? This is the Committee of Payments and Market Infrastructures. Let's go. Liquidity bridges across central banks for cross-border payments. This is their full analysis and framework. How many pages? 37 pages. So we won't have time to go through 37 pages. But if you're part of the VOG, all right, you can just look this up. But if you're part of VOG, I'm going to drop this link inside the Discord. All right, I will be dropping the link. However, this is very important because we got to realize that liquidity bridges are coming to central banks. I mean, they're already here. The liquidity bridges are already in central banks. That's how they get liquidity from one place to another place. But the problem is the friction. The problem is the settlement time. The problem is the cost. So we know when they start using, because this call is all about research. Welcome to episode number 38. Let's go, right? This is all about research. And so cross-border payments, whenever we hear that and we hear about liquidity, we think about what? ODL. We think about ODL, right? We think about OPM, other people's money, and we think about ODL, on-demand liquidity. So I want to show you all an article just to kind of make it make sense, right? So y'all saw the title from the BIS, and that's their main focus this month. I mean, really, the rest of this quarter, this is the end, right? So you got your Ripple Liquidity Hub for the enterprise. Ripple Liquidity Hub for the enterprise. This was dropped November 9th of 2021. You said what, big bro? What you said, bro?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you said something, my bad. So the world is moving towards a crypto first future, one in which every company will have a strategy for how to leverage crypto, tokenized assets, smart contracts, and more to transfer value, fuel a rising tide of global digital transactions and commerce. Liquidity, the ability to instantly, seamlessly, and affordably exchange assets is the key to turning this vision for a bold new future into a reality, right? So let's keep diving. It says, to enable this, today we reveal plans for Ripple Liquidity Hub, a groundbreaking new way for enterprises, not for regular people, but for enterprises to easily and efficiently source digital assets from the broader crypto market. As a crypto liquidity platform built for the enterprise, it will unleash the potential to access deep liquidity within markets, accelerating the shift to crypto. Accelerating the shift to crypto. It's going to be a swift shift. Did y'all get my pun? Pun intended. It's going to be a swift shift to crypto because we're going ISO 2022. Now, listen this. Designed as a turnkey solution for financial institutions, that's what it was designed for. Ripple Liquidity Hub will leverage smart order routing to source digital assets at optimized prices from market makers, exchanges, and over-the-counter desks. Enterprises will use Ripple Liquidity Hub to easily and seamlessly provide their end customers with the ability to buy, sell, and hold digital assets at the best possible prices across a range of venues. It's coming, y'all. It's here. It's not even coming. It's here. So if you don't have no XRP, this is a time, and listen, we don't give financial advice here. This is all entertainment purposes only. But I need y'all to realize that there has to become a time where They continue to bring this news out. These partnerships continue to unfold. And it's time for us to make our decision. Now, so a lot of y'all said y'all love HBAR, right? Y'all love some HBAR. So I want to bring a little news from HBAR, okay? But before we do that, this was one more article I had. Ripple on-demand liquidity, how does it work? So I'm actually going to take this article and I'm going to drop it for you all here in the chat box, all right? That way you can go and read this one. That way you have something you can reference back to, right? You ain't got to go look for it. So, and Exodus is an amazing website, and they're an amazing wallet as well. One of my wallets that I love to use. Okay. Now, I know you guys heard about this last week. All right. Travis talked about a little bit about this last week. LG launches NFT platform for smart TVs in partnership with HEDERA. Right? The South Korean consumer electronics giant LG makes an entrance into blockchain technology and NFTs as the corporation presents LG Art Lab in partnership with HEDERA Blockchain. Ultimately, LG Electronics has been on HEDERA's governing council for 3 years, family. So the company picked a trusted partner instead of any major blockchain companies. What are they looking to do? Their aim is to turn your living room telly into a digital art gallery, right? That's real case utility. For people who are into art, think about it. While you're cooking, some people like to play their music on your Apple TV, and then you could be literally rolling on your LG side. You could be rolling on that smart TV, your pictures. Maybe you're having an event and you have an LG projector. And you want to roll your NFTs out. You can do it on that screen. So this brings real world utility, all right, to cryptocurrency. Now, there's been a lot of retail adoption lately of NFTs, right? And the problem is OpenSea is ran on what? Ethereum. So developers, NFT devs, blockchain devs, Web3 devs, they're looking for better, more logical, more economical friendly, ecologically friendly cryptocurrencies and blockchains that they can be partnered with. HEDERA is the answer. HEDERA is the answer. All right. Now, let's keep going. I want to take you guys to the HEDERA website. Now, this is HEDERA, okay? HEDERA.com. For people that have never been to the website before, they already launched their smart contracts 2.0, which makes their network a lot smarter now, right? The thing about it, and the reason why people love HEDERA, is because it's 10 times faster. It's carbon negative, and it always has predictable gas fees, all right? HEDERA is owned and governed by the world's leading organizations. I'll let y'all lay y'all eyes on that for the people that's on Zoom and YouTube, and for the people that's listening to my voice on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Shout out to you all as well. All right, we're live on every single network that we possibly can be live on. All right. So these partners, these governing bodies of HEDERA, for you guys that are listening in, let me name a few. Boeing, who has a huge deal happening right now with HEDERA. Google, IBM, LG, which has a huge deal happening right now, right? They even have they have their own wallet that's coming out, their own NFT wallet that's going to be built on the HEDERA network. Ubisoft, which is huge for games. Swirls Company, who the CEO of HEDERA is also the founder of Swirls. Go look them up. Right? Avery Dennison, who makes labels. We went through them in an earlier segment, right? So you got a lot of different companies that are partnered with HEDERA. Why? Because everybody wants to build a future that their customers can trust them. There's a lot of trustlessness that's going on in our world, right? And so these companies are dedicated to trying to build that trust. Okay. Now, it's a third generation public ledger, but it's not a blockchain. Still a public ledger, but it's not a blockchain, right? The HEDERA proof of stake public networks powered by HashGraph consensus achieves the highest grade of security possible, right? ABFT, which is like adenine bisphenol phosphate. It's something like I forget it's a long like term. ABFT. All right, you got to look it up. With blazing fast transaction speeds and incredibly low bandwidth consumption. Look at the difference between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and HEDERA. We're talking about 10,000 transactions per second. No more waiting. No more waiting 30 minutes, an hour to get your money. I don't care about Bitcoin Lightning channel. It's still not faster. Still not faster. Can't do the job. Average fee, less than a penny. Way less than a penny. I sent my HEDERA yesterday to stake it, and I didn't see it move. It didn't even move. I didn't lose no HEDERA. I was like, wow.
Cardano for free too.
You can do Cardano for free too. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of alternative XLM damn near. There's a lot of alternatives out there other than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so that is what's unfolding. We're talking about 3 to 5 seconds of finality completed. I can send you $1 billion in 3 to 5 seconds. HEDERA HashGraph from my US dollars to your Japanese yens, and you can just transition it from HEDERA back to JPY. Yes, sir. That's what we're running into. And so a couple of more things, just wanted to show you what T-Mobile's focused on. T-Mobile, this is from 6/8/2022. Metaverse, not the type of hype that business leaders should ignore. Listen to them. Not the type of hype that business leaders should ignore. They're all in on the metaverse here at T-Mobile, right? They're all in on the metaverse. And you can also see, all right, look at this. T-Mobile, Samsung, IBM, same companies from what? HEDERA's committee.
Governing council.
Governing council. Thank you. Appreciate that. Governing council, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Another one. 7/7/2022. With new campaign, What We Value, Dutch Telecom supports Gen Z volunteerism across where? Europe. A digital community and NFT for good. Creating real world impact. They're focused on this new Web3 world. And again, another one. This was from 2/20/2019, so a little bit before. Dutch Telecom, all right, Innovation Laboratories joins the HEDERA HashGraph Governing Council. And this is directly on T-Mobile's website. So you know I ain't lying. If I'm lying, I'm frying. Right? So I had a lot of stuff to show you guys, but the last thing I want to show you, and I'm gonna pass it over to my brother Trav, is the roadmap. Now listen, they said HEDERA has an audacious, I like that word. He said HEDERA has an audacious but simple vision to build a trusted, secure, and empowered digital future for all. Listen. Q1 of this year. Check. Have y'all been writing y'all goals down and checking them off? Because HEDERA have. Q2. Have y'all been writing y'all goals down and checking them off? Because HEDERA has, right? Let's go, right? Q3, which we're in right now. They introduced decentralization in decentralization department. They introduced staking phase 1, which we're in now. We're about to be in it, family. So as long as we get in, we're going to do this before Q4 gets here. So we'll be ready for the next step, which is staking phase 2. Ooh. Hold on. Let's keep going. But I want to show y'all something. They had a goal in Q3, NFTs on virtual Merkle. NFTs on virtual Merkle. Well, that's why they partnered with who? T-Mobile, right? And then Q4, as we can see, look at this right here. This is a part of their developer ecosystem. So next, we already know October, November, December. Myself, Trav, Global, Anointed, we've all said it, that it's happening in Q4 of this year. because we know that ISO 222, and you better believe that HEDERA HashGraph is going to have everything to do with supporting for the Swift programming language, the new language. That's how we know. Right here tells us they did not say ISO 2022. They said Swift, but we know Swift is changing. So they're getting on the language. So when that change happens, they're one of the blockchains that will be around for the future. Are y'all with me? Am I diving too deep?
Don't hurt them, bro.
Am I going too crazy? Staking phase 2. Let's go. Enhancement to staking program to support dynamic stake and prepare it for community node operations. HEDERA is definitely a technology of the future. And I hope you guys are ready. You got your bags packed because we going to the moon. Shout out to my brother, Edwin. Shout out to my brother, Global. Shout out to all the original nerds, everybody that's been rocking with me since day one. Shout out to each and every single one of y'all. I love y'all. And if you're brand new, I love you too. Travis, shout out to Jade as well. Travis, over to you, my brother.
Let's get it. Let's get it, bro. All right, so I'm excited for today's call. Well, I'm not actually excited. I'm excited. I'm excited, but it's a little bit of some grim information that I'm gonna get into, but we gotta know what's going on, family. We gotta know what's going on.
Did you take care of that, Travis? Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
As good as I could.
All right, it's cool. I'm on it. Thank you.
Yeah. So CNN, they titled this headline, "The Price of War. UK and EU throw $500 billion at energy subsidies." So it says the United Kingdom on Thursday. Now this article is from today, updated today. And it says the United Kingdom on Thursday confirmed plans to subsidize energy bills for households and businesses, joining other European governments in a costly race to protect their economies from, listen to the narrative, listen to the verbiage that they choose to use, freezing up this winter. Very harsh language. As they say Russia cuts off supplies of gas. So it says the UK plan could cost as much as 150 billion, analysts said. That's euros. Add that to recent similar announcements by Germany, Austria, and other EU governments, and the region's bill for drawing the sting of rising prices is already more than 500 billion euros. Starting in October, the typical UK household will pay no more than 2,500 euros for their energy for the next 2 years. The government will also support businesses, charities, and public sector organizations with their energy costs for the next 6 months and possibly longer. Because the program does not specifically target the most needy, but is rather broad-based, it will be relatively expensive, said Solomon Fiedler, an analyst for Berenberg Bank. So this is what I want you guys to see. Britons desperately need the support. Already, the average annual household energy bill has increased 54% this year alone to 1,900 euros per month. Now, without the new plan to cap prices, bills would have soared above 3,500 euros in October and even higher earlier next year. Businesses were facing even greater increases, and many had warned they would not survive the winter. So this is where we're going to go to my guy, Peter Schiff, right now. He says the newly elected British Prime Minister Liz Truss's plan to cap household heating and electricity bills at £2,500 per year for 2 years will be a disaster. By eliminating all market-based incentives to conserve energy, British consumers will use as much energy as possible. Not only does this guarantee much higher energy costs, increasing the burden on British taxpayers by far more than they'll save from misguided caps, but it also ensures widespread power outages as a government-created surge in demand overwhelms scarce supply. So they already have a scarce supply because they're dealing with the war in Russia, and they're going to cap the price And this price cap is essentially market manipulation because it's just the price on paper. The price of oil is still going to be the same. So that price is just going to be kicked down the line as they take out large loans from the government. So it's just pushing the price down the line. It says, so we appear to be looking at a $150 billion loan to instigate an energy cap freeze at 2,500 euros per annum, approximately twice the cost of energy this time last year. Who will pay for this? We will. And the energy companies will make $170 billion profit over the next 2 years. So they are having terrible policy. And there is an energy crisis going on in Europe. Europe is literally falling apart right now as we speak, family. And that is going to be a very bad thing for us because their market is heavily correlated with our markets. So yeah. So another thing that I found interesting on August 23rd was that the Pope has imposed a deadline for Vatican to transfer assets to their bank. It says Pope Francis has imposed an October 1st deadline for all Holy See offices and Vatican-linked institutions to deposit their assets with the Vatican Bank. Pope Francis on Tuesday imposed an October 1st deadline for all Holy See offices and Vatican-linked institutions to deposit their assets with the Vatican Bank. Francis' decree follows his decision earlier this year to entrust management of all Vatican assets to one office, the Patrimony Office known as the APSA, in a bid to end decades of mismanagement that culminated with a scandal over 350 million euro investment in a London property. So it goes on to say the need for a new decree. What is this? It says the need for a new decree imposing a fixed deadline and stressing there were no exceptions to the regulation suggests some offices or institutions were hoping to keep external accounts for investments. The Vatican has long been mired in scandal, but has spent the past decade cleaning up its books and ridding itself of its reputation as an offshore tax haven. Years of reform have slimmed down its client list to Vatican offices, employees, religious congregations, and embassies. It currently has some 5.1 billion euros in assets under management and reported 18 million euros in profits last year. The bank had previously donated 50 million euros a year of its profits to the Pope to pay for the Vatican bureaucracy, but profits have fallen in recent years. So why am I telling you guys about the Pope telling his people, you have to put your assets for any churches that are linked to the bank? Well, it says, what does he know that we don't? Pope Francis instructs Vatican entities to move all funds to Vatican Bank by September 30th. And there are some interesting comments that I found. He says, I believe the 1929 crash hit in October. History repeats itself. So he makes that announcement, the deadline October 1st. That's why they say October. There's a lot of people around the world that think we're heading into a Great Depression. I am one of them. I'm on that standpoint that there is a sovereign debt crisis currently occurring. And we're going to show you some things that these people are saying. So one comment that I found interesting is it says, Chinese economy about to collapse, dominoing every other economy in the world. This guy says the storm is coming. And you can go further on into these comments. And it says, it's almost as if the global economy is set to implode the day after. All of the sudden, the money disappears and all those high street banks just fold in one swift and destructive black swan event. Watch this space and draw out some cash. 173 people liked this and 27 people retweeted it in relation to the Pope having people collect these funds. So there's a lot of people that are saying that there's going to be a Q4 banking collapse. This guy says, watch previous metals. He means precious metals. There's a lot of people that are thinking that he's ahead of the crash that's coming. He's moving ahead of the crash to get his finances in the Vatican in order to make sure that they are solvent as possible. Another thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is he's also been talking about World War III recently. This is from June 16th. It says, Pope Francis, World War III gives arms dealers opportunity, Ukraine invasion, very complex situation. So on this video, Biden announced another $1 billion in aid for Ukraine.
Right, I know that.
But I want you guys to hear this.
Situations, and at the moment we're starting a new vertical, which is agri-food security and opening up the ports.
Right, I know that. I mean, Ukraine is a major exporter of grain for communities all over the world. How worried are you about that being stuck where it is, and the ripple effects of that?
So Ukraine produces more than 100.
Being stuck where it is, and the ripple effects of that.
So Ukraine produces more than 100 million tons of crops and 60 million.
So Fox News is a heavy proponent of trying to talk about ripple. That's not a coincidence that she talked about ripple right there and saying the ripple effects. She's talking to a very specific audience. I just want to throw that in there because I found that very interesting. But it says Pope Francis urged nuance in discussions about Russia's invasion of Ukraine, insisting that people are too quick to create good guy and bad guy labels for a complex global situation that is tantamount to an ongoing World War III. So he says, a few years ago, it occurred to me to say that we are experiencing a third world war fought piecemeal. The Pope told editors, blah, blah, blah. He says, today for me, World War III has been declared. So he is of the understanding that we are currently in World War III. And he goes on, he says it again on September 1st in a Vatican speech. He says World War III already being fought piecemeal. So Fox News is reporting this in another article on September 1st. But then also, you got your boy Elon Musk. So we're going to go to command. And he says, in relation to his current merger, he's trying to buy Twitter. Bill Savitt, an attorney for Twitter, brought up a text message between Musk and one of his bankers as evidence during Chancery Court hearing Tuesday. In the message from May 8th, Musk asked the banker to slow down the deal process until after Russian President Vladimir Putin gave a speech the following day, during which Putin defended his decision to invade Ukraine. And it says, it won't make sense to buy Twitter if we're heading into World War III. Now, this is a private text message, and they're releasing this through a Bloomberg article. So a very large mainstream media. There's no reason that they needed to let that specific text message leak, other than the fact that they're conditioning people's minds. You have the Pope talking about World War III, and you have the Pope talking about arms dealers. He's saying that it's an opportunity for arms dealers. Well, just shortly, not too long ago, it says right here, this article is from September 2nd. The US has angered China by announcing $1.1 billion arms sale to Taiwan. So we have gone ahead and sold them a bunch of arms, and China has retaliated back against us, saying that basically that was a bad move on our behalf, and they want them to cancel the sale. So you got to pay attention to, there's an energy crisis in Europe right now. You have the Pope talking about World War III, one of the major influential people in the world Also, Elon Musk talking about World War III. Then you have the US angering China when we're already in a very, very precarious situation. I want to finish this up because we have the Pope talking about World War III, but now just 13 hours ago, Rosie Rios just returned from a once in a lifetime 2-day experience with the Holy Father, Pope Francis, as part of Vitae Summit at the Vatican, where we focused on elevating global spirituality through our respective platforms. Our world has never needed this more than now. So they have launched a global world war campaign through Russia and Ukraine. And now there is a developing narrative over a potential threat in China and Taiwan. And you have the Pope withdrawing all the funds from all around the world into his bank. A lot of people think that that's an indication of a very, very large collapse coupled with the energy crisis that's going on in Europe. Then you have Rosie Rios, who you guys know was the 43rd treasurer of the United States of America. And she works for our favorite cryptocurrency company, Ripple. So that's all I got for you guys right now, family.
Boom! Went crazy. Are y'all enjoying this or what? What y'all think? Man, this has been this information is really like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I'm excited because like all the audio that we got from this, bro. I think it's gonna be impossible for us to go back and listen to everything, bro. But it's gonna be amazing, bro. 10 years from now, going back listening to this audio, it's gonna be a different type of audio. 20 years, 30 years from now, it ain't whatever we doing now ain't even gonna be the thing. This gonna be ancient, like, you know what I mean? Like this gonna be ancient. So I'm excited to be able to pull up these old records. You know what I mean? I'm a claim it now. I'm grateful to be able to pull up these old records from back in 2022. You know, now it's 2062. And we pulling out these old records, you know what I mean? So shout out to you. My boy Billy said he got 4 pages of notes. Like, I don't know how Billy be getting that many notes, but he got 4 pages of notes. Let's go. All right. So with that being said, this was an amazing episode. This was episode number 38. This was a definitely an episode that challenged us to grow. I wanted to make sure that I came correct today. So I know that I dove deep. Travis looked like he dove super deep on Twitter. Like Travis is the king of having proof on Twitter. Like, hey, listen, don't go to war with Travis on Twitter because he will win. Like, don't even try my man. Don't try Travis like that on Twitter because he's gonna definitely take you through there.
I had to shred this dude with 30K followers the other day. He was
shred him.
Come at me.
Shred him. Straight up, put him in the shredder. So with that being said, what I want to do is want to shift the gears to you guys, all right, and you ladies. Please raise your hand. And I want to also say, sorry, Ms. Zuli, that happened to you. I know we got the real Ms. Zuli back. If you saw anything vulgar language, that was not Ms. Zuli. We know that wasn't Ms. Zuli. Somebody actually hacked her and started using her name, which was very weird. Never seen that happen ever. So I turned off the option to allow participants to be able to do certain things. So hopefully that stops it in the future, Ms. Zuli. But you know, we know that it wasn't you, and I would love to bring you up. I see that you turned your camera on. So there you go. Hold on.
Thank you. Thank you. I apologize. Like I said, that's definitely not me. I was shocked. I didn't know how to delete all of that. It's just embarrassing to have something attached like that to me. And I'm sorry. Well, I was so much looking forward. I missed so much. But thank you. I really appreciate you bringing it up because, like I said, I don't want people, especially people. We're in business. We're out there to change the world, to transform the world, to benefit all. And then someone who is intent to cause evil and harm others. That's not good. So, but thank you for taking measures. Appreciate it.
No problem. We love you. We know your character, Ms. Zuli. So appreciate you for being here, always being consistent, no matter where you are. And hopefully you had a great swim. Hopefully, you know, I know you said you were gonna go for a swim, go for a dive. So hopefully that went amazing for you the other day as well. Absolutely. Oh, hold on. I think you're muted. I didn't know if you had something else to say. Okay, you're good. Okay.
That's okay. I did. Thank you so much.
All right. Sorry. All right, awesome. And I see my mom here. Shout out to my mom. She here, and she's here out in I don't even know where Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Guam. She's somewhere. She's somewhere out there on top of the sea. So let's see what she got going on.
Hey everyone. Hi, son.
Hey.
Today I'm at Grand Turk and we're having a wonderful time here. Wow. It's hot, but enjoying it. I wanted to, make sure I could get on to the call for a bit and see what is going on today in the world. So I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Let me speak. And Ms. Zuli, don't worry about it. We knew it wasn't you. So you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I love you, Marius, and love everybody else on the call. Thank you.
All right. Love you too, Mom. If y'all don't know, that's my middle name. She just let y'all know my middle name.
Love you, Vincent.
She told y'all my middle name. That means we family for real now.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Next person. Thanks, Mom. Love you. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Next person up will be my brother, Billy. What's going on, Billy?
Hey, my friends.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you what, every alarm clock on my phone is 8:55. If I'm laying in bed and it's 8:55, it's time to get my ass up and get on this call, because there's more information than I can possibly consume in a day, to think about, to write down, to figure out, to learn from, to educate myself, to share with others. I mean, it's just a continuation of good content. So can't share my screen, but I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna share the word. There was something going on with the chat. I saw a live chat when I first came in, and then I didn't know if it was today's, if it was the same chat, if it was the same conversation. That was a little confusing. I might need a little explanation there. Hey, it's all good.
Oh, no problem. I'm not sure if you mean the I think you might be talking about the when I put up the poll. Are you talking about the poll where it asked you a question?
No, there was a live when I first normally have to go to Zoom and put in the credentials, but I just picked up my phone and I saw you and Travis talking live, and it said live chat.
Got it.
So I don't know if that was, it looked like your background and all, but it wasn't the same. I was trying to do the Zoom and look at both of them and see if they were both the same, but it was not. So just wanted to throw that up. Thank you. Love you, Ms. Zuli.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Billy. And then we got DJ Nasu on the ones and twos. Let me bring my bro up. What up, Nasu? I'm gonna get that video over to you today too. I saw you text.
Perfect. Cool. What's up, everybody? What's up, nerds? Good morning. Coffee and crypto. Got some good cream in my coffee, ready to go. What's up, Travis? What's up, Cannon?
What up?
Hey, I just wanted to say one thing on the call today. Something about where personally my mind is at when it comes to the blockchain space, and something that I think we could all embody a little bit, because look, this space is tricky and sticky. Am I wrong?
You're right.
So there's a lot of things going on every single day that we may know about, and there's certainly a lot more that we don't know about that's going on in blockchain. So I just want to encourage everybody to stay on top of the ball, because it might get boring sometimes. It definitely gets exciting sometimes, But sometimes you might think there's not much going on in the background. Well, you better believe there is. Every single day, there's a new token that even the nerds never heard of. So that's why we have this community together, to let each other know what's really going on here. I heard something about, or read something about, Amazon having a blockchain pre-sale, incorporating all of that. I'm sure you guys talked about it, but I'm just saying, you know, there's every single day you can go in there and find something new. So don't ever let it get stale. There's always a way to make a bag in the blockchain space. Every day there's a new way, and that's it.
Man, appreciate that, Nasu. And that's deep, because to be real with y'all, like, especially for the nerds, like, you know, if you've been on a nerds call, checked it out, like, Nasu's the DJ. So we really don't get to hear from Nasu besides the music. You know what I mean? But just to hear that, man, I already know you're deep in the blockchain just off of the conversations you and Global, you know, have and in the relationship that you have on that level. But bro, man, I'm telling you, like, we haven't talked about the Amazon. You know, we haven't talked about that. Hell, I didn't even know about it, unless we did talk about, maybe we did talk about it, Travis. I don't know. We talked about so much on this show, so I couldn't even tell you. But that's why we have this show. It's not just for me and Travis, but it's for other leaders. Like, this is an open platform. If somebody wants to get up here and show something, wants to get up here and be like, hey, I saw this news, let me share my screen and show this. It's love. This is what we do. You know, and we stay true. Like, you know, we're daredevils. You know what I'm saying? We're outliers and we're daredevils in the crypto space. Let's get it. Shout out to
nothing but love. Nothing but love.
For sure. So with that being said, this has been episode number 38. Every time I get off these calls, I feel like light. I feel good. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all for allowing for the energy to be amazing. You know, we'll see you next week on episode number 29. That will be on next Tuesday at 10 a.m. If you're part of the Vincent Owens Group, please pay attention to the group chat. Within the next week, by next week, we will be hosting our first HBAR staking call. All right. Yes, sir, Nasu. We will be hosting our first HBAR staking call. If you're not a part of it, but you want to start staking HBAR, and you just, you know, I mean, you want to do it with a team, you want to do it with a group, have some guidance, feel free. I'll be dropping it on Instagram. I'm sure Travis will be dropping it on his IG as well. And we'll be doing that, rolling that out. More passive income, more things to do within our group to get us paid. All right. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Travis, do you have anything before we get out of here, brother?
No, I just want to thank everybody for coming on again. You know, I appreciate you guys coming every day faithfully. And, you know, I look forward to seeing you guys on the next call.
Yes, absolutely. Until next time, peace, blessings, and we'll see y'all at the top, not from the top. Until next